Okay, in terms of diseases, you will notice that there are more fungal and bacterial diseases than those caused by viruses and nematodes. However, virus diseases are considered the world's most important sugarcane diseases, causing remarkable epidemics and major yield losses. In fact, in every breeding programs worldwide, laging kinukonsider yung breeding for virus resistance, simply because it's actually very difficult to produce a virus-free variety or planting materials, because it will take time, a lot of resources and effort. No? So diseases like viral diseases, as well as caused by nematodes, it can incur higher cost of production, particularly in the crop management. So this is because we want to minimize its impact on the quality, yield, and even on sucrose content. So I'll go straight with the major viral disease of sugarcane. Actually, I just picked one major viral disease na present sa Pilipinas, no? So, ito yung mosaic disease. So, mosaic disease is the main viral sugarcane diseases, and I think this is one of the oldest ever identified disease ng sugarcane. So, it was first described in Java in 1892 as yellow stripe disease, but there are speculations that the mosaic disease is actually originated from New Guinea, and then it was only introduced into Java through infected sugarcane, and then it spread all throughout in the Americas and to other countries. So the disease directly affects the photosynthesis and growth of sugarcane, thus can decrease the cane yield and sugar content. There are reports that the disease could cause 10 to 50% or even 6 to 80% yield losses. So mosaic disease is actually a single or compound systemic infection of these viruses. So we have the sugarcane mosaic virus, the sorghum mosaic virus, and or sugarcane streak mosaic virus. So ang daming virus na involved. But before the 1990s, scientists agreed that the cause of mosaic disease is due to the sugarcane mosaic virus. So since then, the sorghum mosaic virus and the sugarcane streak mosaic virus are independently classified as the new mosaic-causing viral species by the International Committee on Taxonomy of Viruses, or the ICTV. This is based on the molecular characteristic. But more recently, there are reports, actually frequent reports, that mosaic disease is caused by a compound infection of combination or with different combination of these three viruses. So what are the associated viruses with mosaic disease? As I've mentioned, we have the SEMB, SRMB, and the SCSMB. So these three viruses they all belong to one family, which is the Potiviridae. So in Potiviridae, these are non-enveloped, plexus filamented, and positive single-stranded RNA. About the size is about 7 kilobase pair. And then these three viruses only differ in terms of the virion size, inactivation temperature, and in vitro survival time, based on their basic pathogenic characteristics. So the sugarcane mosaic virus and the sorghum mosaic virus are actually both potivirus, whereas the sugarcane streak virus belongs to the poacivirus. So these first two viruses are actually distributed worldwide, whereas the SCSMB mainly exists in Asia, so like Bangladesh, China, Indonesia, Vietnam, and others. So in terms of symptoms, so the symptoms caused by the three viruses are actually similar. So especially in the middle and lower sections of new leaves. So compared with the healthy leaves, there are many irregular yellow and green inlays. Yan. Stripes or mottles alternate with the parallel veins. So these symptoms are more visible against if you view it against the light. Okay, so some symptomatic plants shows just a normal green with only few yellow pale streaks. Some show very obvious leaf chlorosis, and in severe case, infected leaves turn yellow or yellow-white. So the primary source of infection is actually from the infected plants of sugarcane and other gramineae hosts. And in nature, the transmission of sugarcane mosaic virus and the sorghum mosaic virus are vectored by aphids, particularly the Rhopalosipum mydes, in a non-persistent manner. However, in the case of the sugarcane strict mosaic virus, we don't have confirmed reports yet if it is seed-borne. If it is vectored by insects. Although in other groups of Powassi virus showing similar or high similarity with SCSMB, meron silang na-identify na insect vector, which is the wheat curl mites. Okay, but in the case of the SCA, sugarcane mosaic strict virus infecting sugarcane, wala pang known insect vector. Okay, so for the other host of sugarcane mosaic viruses can infect corn, sorghum, and several species of weeds, in particular the St. Augustine grass. But aside from the Graminaceae or grass family, you can also find sugarcane mosaic virus in particular in musa, so like abaca, and even species of cucurbits. So these viruses are easily transmitted over short distance via farm machineries, harvesting tools or mga cutting tools, and even yung fluid or yung sap if it has a contact with from plant to plant, and also through aphids. But the long distance transmission is via infected sugarcane. So if you have the infected sugarcane stalks, so mas mabilis na matatransmit yung virus, yung mosaic disease. So the severity of the mosaic disease in sugarcane field is actually closely associated with the variety, infected sets, of course, climatic conditions, and the intermediate host. So basically, young sugarcane plants are more susceptible than the older or mature plants. And then in terms of climatic condition, drought and less rainfall are actually beneficial to the reproduction and activities of aphids, which promotes spread of mosaic. And also, serious occurrence ng mosaic is commonly observed in weedy and intercropping sugarcane fields, and those areas where they're practicing yung long-term rotation and planting of just a single variety. So these factors can lead to a very serious epidemic of the mosaic disease. So with that, so what are the practical and effective management practices for these virus diseases? So number one is the utilization of resistant germplasm. So meaning selection and rational distribution of disease-resistant varieties. This is the most economic and effective prevention and control measures against these viruses. So in developing resistant varieties, there should be acceleration of molecular marker assisted breeding and even genetic engineering. So this will help promote the development of resistant varieties. The second one is application of virus-free planting materials. So this can be done through tissue culture. As we all know, tissue culture can eliminate or lessen or slow down the incidence of mosaic. But can also, aside from that, it can also increase the sucrose content by 0.5% and cane yield by 20 to 40%. So other practices that could ensure virus-free planting materials is through hot water treatment. So yun yung very popular, aerated steam therapy, and even ultra-low temperature therapy. And then if we don't have that type of technologies, one of the most practical ways is to select sets or yung planting materials from the healthy sugarcane fields, because these viruses are set-borne. Okay, so the third and last management practices has something to do with the good field management. So sanitation is very important. We have to do timely removal of infected sugarcane plants, as well as removal of weeds or potential alternate hosts. And then we can apply chemical or biological control to eliminate the potential vectors, okay? And aside from that, we have to strengthen the cultivation practices by improving the soil structure, application of recommended fertilizer, and of course, proper irrigation. And lastly, what we can do is to fortify cropping system. So in this case, we can introduce crop rotation of non-host crops, including soybean, sweet potato, and peanuts.